Joseph R. Pierce, Petty Officer First Class, Aviation Electrician's Mate, retired. When we came back from the second cruise on the Wainwright was going to South Carolina, and we were going to Norfolk. So we got aboard the Iwo Jima to Guam. It was one of those gator boats, and they put us in hammocks. It was the first time I ever was in a hammock. And they were going to Norfolk, so we offloaded all of our stuff. It was the first time, one of my jobs was to put people up in a hoist. They would come aboard by helicopter in a hoist, and I would have this glove with this metal cable on it and a thing rolling around the deck to ground them when they came down. And it was the first time I went up in a hoist. It was not, I was like, holy, these guys have been going up, and it wasn't pleasant. It was, very, because you're hanging from a helicopter doing this. And as soon as we got inside, I knew what to do because I was a crewman. But yeah, it was nice. It was fun. Something you do when you're young. I had Admiral Moore was the I don't know what the Sixth Fleet, I think it was Mediterranean, and he was coming down the hoist, and I touched him in a private area with the zap, and he was not a young man, but he was dancing around up there because that little bit of static electricity got him. I felt bad. I never forgot it though, because it's like his face was so red, and he was like it's easy to disappear on the flight deck. Just get out of the way. But yeah, that was exciting. The whole evolution of, we had to take our gear. We had vert reps, as a vertical replenishment. We'd have the H-46s come in, and I would direct them and tell them to cut, to drop it and let it go, and then we'd run out there and get all the stuff. And we'd hand the stuff down. They had men on both sides of the ship handing supplies down. When they went by the hangar door, anything that looked like we could probably use it or eat it or sell it or drink it. Or one thing, we got a 40-pound block of cheese. That lasted like half the cruise, I think. It was just a 40-pound block of cheddar cheese. It was just the best. It was the best. The other thing is, we watched movies on the where we ate at the alley, and they put a sheet up. Later on, I saw the same movie, but it wasn't reversed because you could watch it from both sides. I was on the wrong side. It was very cool. Living on a boat, it's a weapon. You feel pretty confident you're okay. Light airborne multi-purpose system. We had anomaly detecting boom that would hang off the helicopter and see any large pieces of metal. It bends the magnetic lines of the Earth. So a submarine does that. And this would detect that. And we had sonobuoys that would shoot out, and they would drop tentacles of microphones into the water, and they would listen for noises, because that's how we get submarines. It's the submarine, the noise of the rudder. Also, we had smoke things that would look like a clip on a 45 or something. They would drop off the helicopter on either side, and they would mark the location of the buoys and stuff. So yeah, it was, and they had a radar operator, AW, which is a anti-submarine warfare man, and he had channels for each of those buoys, and he could track what they were hearing and seeing. And one time we got down to one AW. He punched a friend of mine in the head and broke his hand, so he had a cast on. The other one was on his way there, and the other one was halfway on his way to the ship. So they thought I could go out and do that. And he started telling me what he had to do, and he said, "This is a little bit too complicated for." I was an electrician. That's what he did. He didn't realize how complicated what he did was until he tried to tell me what to do. I said, nah, can't do that. It was fun, and they knew what they were doing. People knew what they were doing, and that was the best thing. Everybody had a job, and they were good at it. They were trained. Training in the military is the best. The Navy is the best of the military. Of course, I'm biased. We were in Italy for a Thanksgiving in 1972, and we went to an Army base, and we had an Army-Navy football game, and I got a cracked rib, and I remember that part. But it was a feast. I mean, a feast on the top of a feast. Same on the ship. Any holiday, Easter. I wasn't there on Christmas, but Thanksgiving, everything. More food than you could friggin' possibly eat, in every kind that you could think of. But yeah, the holidays weren't bad, I didn't think. I never missed a Christmas, and all the time I was in the Navy, I got home. Well, eventually my home was where I was stationed anyway, but the first 4 years I was home on Christmas every year. It just worked out that way.